Hi everyone! Sorry for my voice to start, my nose is blocked. But today I'm gonna show you how to find your art style. Okay, so this is gonna be a tutorial on how you go from this insecure art style to a confident and beautiful art style that you will love, okay? So, when you start drawing, first of all, you can't create an art style. Anything you try to draw will always come from a reference or from something you've seen. So for me, how I found my art style was because I just mixed a lot of art styles together and it created mine. Because nowadays, there's so many art styles, so many type of things. You can't create your own art style from scratch. You have to get better, practice other art styles, practice ways to draw. And all of that is going to create your art style. And when you're gonna know that your art style has been made and you're confident is when you're only gonna use references that are from real people, not from drawings. So let's say you're drawing something, but you're looking at a reference of another drawing. It's not, that means you haven't found your art style yet. Maybe just if you're looking for the pose, but if you're just redrawing kind of the face, that means you haven't found your art style. So you're still trying to find pieces of art style that you want on your own art style. It's just like, it's a lot of things mixed together to find your art style. But the more you practice, the more you try other things, it's gonna help. I would say a way to find your art style is to try other art styles. So the video like, making the same drawing but in other art styles, that can help a lot to find your art style, okay? Because then when you start drawing, you're like, I kind of like this way of doing the eyes, but maybe you don't like the rest, but I like the way of doing the eyes. So then you keep how you do the eyes there and you do it on another drawing. I like how they do hair, I like how they do color. So then it's really like a puzzle but with all types of art style, and then it creates your own. That is really how you're gonna make it, and it's gonna make you more confident the more you draw. So for me, my art style is really a lot of art styles mixed together. And a lot of people, they want to draw, I want to have your art style, but you can't have my exact art style. When you try to draw in my art style, it's gonna be mixed with the way you draw. You can never draw exactly the same thing as me, maybe if you're tracing. But if you look at my drawing and you try to draw the same, you're gonna see it's gonna be different because we do things differently. But if you want to, let's say you like how I draw noses. I like how Bitesizedsponge draws noses. I'm gonna try to do that. But you draw eyes differently. It's really gonna help you to practice and make your art better and make it your own. And for me, when I started to really know that, okay, my art style is completed, I would say like these pages is when I used real people as reference. I don't need a drawing for a reference. I don't need a sketch for a reference. What I need is a real person, and I draw them in my own style. I don't look at other art styles. I don't look at anything else. And what it does is it helps a lot. So here's what you're gonna do to start trying other art styles to create your own. You're gonna draw. You're gonna do kind of this format, but with art styles. You can do this on your tablet, on your paper, it doesn't matter. You start one drawing, you choose the art style that you like. Okay, I'm gonna try to draw in this art style. You do that. Then you did this with another art style. It can be a cartoon, it can be whatever. Another here, another here, another here, another here. Then you look at your drawing and you say, okay, which parts of which drawings do I like the most? Do I like the hair here? Do I like the eyes here? And then you take a note. Okay, I like the eyes here, I like the eyes here, I like this here, I like this here. Then all of this list, you do it on the drawing. You do all of this list that you like about what you did with the art styles, you put it in one drawing. And then you see if you like it. If you don't like it, you do it again. You draw in other art styles. You put everything together. You have to draw. Don't put different art styles that you didn't draw and try to mix. It's not gonna work. You need to draw it yourself to see if it's gonna work. This is really the technique. This helps me. Like, it turned my art style into like beautiful. I'm gonna show you examples on how I started to change my art style. So we all know where this started, okay? It didn't really change at all at the end. Okay, sorry. It didn't change. But when you look at the next sketchbook, I started using watercolors. This was from Tamaitake. I wanted to have your art style, so I started to use watercolors. So let's see a bit of that change. So you see, here the style has changed. I started using watercolors. Then it keeps on going, I really wanted to be like Tamaitake, so of course, it really looks like her art style. But then I started to see other artists. I saw, oh, someone uses like pencils to shade. I kind of like that. I'm gonna try doing that. And then we're gonna go on to when I really started to change, and you're gonna see I saw other art styles and I mixed it all together. Okay, if you look at here, okay, here I really started to change. The eyes were completely different. I was looking at another reference for the eyes. I put a lot of lines. And the nose, I started to do shading on the bottom of the nose. I didn't do that before. Like, this is very profound shading. And this was when I started to do a lot of shading around the eyes and around the nose and doing a blush. I didn't do that before. So it really just, like, you see from this to this, you can see the change between the art style. It really started to evolve within itself just by looking at other artists. So you see, it started to change here. I was like, okay, let's try to not do the Tamaitake nose. So I didn't do it here and I didn't do it here. I started to evolve by looking at other art styles. Look at the eyes. We know this isn't how Tamaitake does eyes, you know. So I really started to do it by myself, like try to mix other things together. And this is really where I stopped doing the Tamaitake nose. This was here and the page before. I started to evolve, you know. It might take some time, but at the end, you're gonna be really happy. Look at here, okay? This doesn't even look like Tamaitake anymore. This became its own. Look at the nose. The eyes started to be different. I started to color in the eyes. The nose, I started to put more angles. It really changed. You can see that I wasn't copying one specific art style anymore. I was doing a bunch of things mixed together with what I liked, and I started to like what I was doing, you know. So we're gonna go to the next. Look here, you can see this is no more Tamaitake. This is a art style that is mixed. It's not an art style. It's not copying someone. We're gonna go and see more evolution. Okay, I think, okay, see, this is where I started to do the white highlight. I never did that before, but then you can see we're gonna start to evolve. Oh, you see there's a lot of white highlight. There's always white highlight. Look, here I started the little white highlight on top of the nose, but I kind of gave it up. But you're gonna see it's gonna come back. You're gonna see it. Then, look, sometimes I didn't put it. Sometimes I wasn't sure. Sometimes I put it. Here I didn't put it. And then you're gonna see, I think maybe on the next sketchbook I started doing that. But you can see I started practicing with things, how to do things, how I'm gonna do things. Next sketchbook. Okay. Next sketchbook. It's really broken, but you're gonna see. So I was doing the white highlight. We all know about that. And look, this is where I kind of started, because I did one time, I drew in my mutuals art style. Their art is right here. They are so talented, and their art style is everything to me. It's what, like, it really inspired me. It's so beautiful. So I saw this, I was like, oh my god, I love how they draw. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna start doing like the white highlight. And look, I was practicing. I was drawing in other art styles, you know. I just wanted to practice, okay? Then I put the white highlight. This, we know about that. But I think when we start, okay, when did I do the, okay, here. You see the little white highlight starts on top of the nose. I didn't do that before. You see the white highlight. Here there's a little white highlight. It started to evolve, okay, look. You're gonna see. Now it's there. But see, I was just putting the white highlight. I didn't draw around the white highlight at that time, okay? You see, it's only like putting it. And then, when you go on my new sketchbook, You look at the art. Oh, I didn't draw around the white highlight. Okay. Then I was like, I saw artists on Twitter, they're so good, and I see that they draw around the white highlight. I was like, oh my god, that looks so cute. So then I started doing it. Look, you can really see it here. This is where I started doing it. Like, it's just so cute, and I love it so much. I love to do that with my art, and it really evolved, you know. This is how you're gonna get better. This is how you're gonna evolve. You have to try things. If you like some part about a drawing, you have to do it, and it's gonna make you better, just a better artist in general. Okay, you have to trust. You see me before, how was my art? Like, that was bad, and look what it became. Came from trash to this. So anyone can do it. Okay, you just have practice, try other art styles, mix it together, boom, you have your art style. So yeah, this is pretty much how you're gonna do it. This is my way of doing it. I don't know if there's another way, but this is really how I do it, and I hope this helped you. I know this is like a smaller video, but I can't add everything to it, you know. I can't invent things. This is really the way I do it. It's quick, easy, and it's gonna make you better. So yeah, I hope this video helped you, and have a good day.